For Turkey's leader, Syria's war worsens his problems at home. NewTimes.com. Subscribe. Digital/home delivery. Log in. Register now. Help. Homepage. Today's paper. Video. Most popular. Edition. US/global. Search all NewTimes.com. Middle East. World, Africa, America, Asia, Pacific, Europe, Middle East. US. NY/region. Business. Technology. Science. Health. Sports. Opinion. Arts. Style. Travel. Jobs. Real estate. Autos. .NET_series banner _ width : 950 px. Margin : 20 px 10 px 12 px 10 px. .NET_series banner _ H5 font family : NYT Cheltenham, Georgia. Times New Roman serif. Font weight : 400. Font size : 14 px. Float : left. Color : black. Letter spacing : .1 m. Padding right : 8 px. Margin bottom : 6 px. Text transform : uppercase. .NET_series banner _ H5 a color : number 000. Crisis in Syria. For Turkey's leader, Syria's war worsens his problems at home. Sivahir Bagu Reuters. In Istanbul on Thursday, police officers used tear gas to disperse protesters. Demonstrations have broken out recently across the country to protest Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan's tactics. By Karim FahimnceylanYeginsu. Published, September 12, 2013. Istanbul, sitting in his son's wedding gown shop in a conservative neighborhood here, saw Baba Kursi heap praise on Turkey's Prime Minister, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, with swagger matched only, perhaps, by Mr. Erdogan's own. Live latest Syria updates on Syria. The Times is tracking the conflict and the international response. Multimedia. Video. Videos on the Syrian conflict. Related. Kerry insists that Syria quickly give data on arms. September 13, 2013. Related in opinion. Vladimir v. Putin, a plea for caution from Russia. September 12, 2013. Connect with us on Twitter. Follow @NetTimesWorld for international breaking news and headlines. Twitter list, reporters and editors. Enlarge this image. Pool photo by Sergei Karpukhin. Mr. Erdogan at the Group of 20 summit meeting in Russia last week. He is a strong advocate for military intervention in Syria. He's a real man, Mr. Kursi said. His decisions are always the best. But even Mr. Kursi worried about his government's policy toward the war in neighboring Syria, which has periodically forced violence across the border, along with more than 500,000 refugees. I would prefer if the military didn't get involved, Mr. Kursi said. On Thursday, Mr. Erdogan, a strong advocate for military intervention in the Syrian war, reacted angrily to the United States' decision to delay a military strike there. The decision, analysts said, had left Mr. Erdogan more politically vulnerable at home. In a speech to a trade group, Mr. Erdogan said that the Russian proposal that headed off the planned airstrikes amounted to little more than a stalling tactic and that he did not expect President Bashar al-Assad to ever actually give up his chemical weapons stockpiles. The Assad regime has never kept any of its promises until now, but broke them all to buy time for more massacres, he said. It was another frustrating setback for Mr. Erdogan, who was one of the first leaders to call for Mr. Assad to leave power. In recent months, he has come under attack at home for violently dispersing protests focused on what critics called his rising authoritarianism. Upheaval in the Middle East has stymied the Prime Minister's ambitions for regional leadership, while fraying Turkey's alliances. And now, he finds himself at sharper odds with a public that largely opposes direct involvement in the war, including a growing number of his own supporters, analysts say. This week, as Mr. Obama announced he was delaying strikes, the decision seemed to catch Mr. Erdogan by surprise. After volunteering to take part in any military coalition, and advocating a sustained intervention that he hoped would cause the collapse of the Syrian government, diplomatic maneuvering by Russia had left Mr. Assad, for the moment at least, comfortably in power. And it left a central plank of Mr. Erdogan's foreign policy in disarray. Seviz Kanter, the Turkish political columnist, said the American decision to